11 to 12 and a half. You might imagine that Lulu, getting ready to go to bed, was feeling discouraged. Wrong. Lulu is not a girl who discourages easily, in spite of the fact that her sick plan, her hide plan, her bring in the cats plan, all of them had failed. Lulu was not discouraged. She was thinking. She was thinking that she had just finished spending a whole entire, totally bossed around Saturday in the company of Sophia Solinsky, and that was enough. That was more than enough. She promised herself that by the end of Sunday, she was absolutely, positively, utterly, no doubt about it, getting this babysitter out of her life. Lulu lay in bed thinking and chanting her chant. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that babysitter's got to go. Hot or cold or sun or snow, that babysitter's got to go. Soon, not later, fast, not slow, that babysitter's got to go. Up and down and to and fro, that babysitter's got to go. Forehead, belly, knee, and toe, that babysitter's got to go. Lulu tossed and turned in her bed, thinking, chanting, and then she smiled. A wide and wicked smile. She had another plan, and yes, I know that it's her fourth plan, Plan D, but this was the one she was certain was going to work. For tomorrow, Lulu intended to teach Miss Sophia Solinsky the true meaning of an especially difficult child. Here she is thinking. Chapter 12. On Sunday morning, Miss Solinsky awakened Lulu early, telling her to get ready for another brisk run and another bean and beet omelet. Lulu leaped out of bed and rushed around the room to get ready, but not for another brisk run and horrid omelet. The first thing she did, and this took enormous effort, was to push her dresser against her bedroom door, wedging it under the doorknob to make it hard, almost impossible for Miss Sophia Solinsky to come in. Next, she turned on her stereo and television set, raising the volume as loudly as it would go and joining in just as loudly with some truly terrible tunes on her trombone. Lulu wasn't all that great at playing the trombone. She made it sound like a hippo with a stomachache. But I'd rather you didn't tell her that I said so. Okay, here she is. She's trying to make a lot of noise. Remember, she's trying to show that she's a very difficult child. She finally very carefully put earplugs in her ears and waited for the pounding at the door. It didn't take long at all for Miss Solinsky to be pounding at the door. "Turn off that noise," she commanded, "and open up now." But although she spoke and pounded so loudly that Lulu could hear her in spite of the noise and the earplugs, Lulu sweetly answered, "Sorry, I can't hear you." Miss Solinsky kept pounding and pushing at Lulu's bedroom door, demanding, "Turn off that noise and open up." Lulu kept sweetly repeating, "Sorry, can't hear you." Then Miss Solinsky used both of her fists to pound against the door, yelling, "Turn off that noise and open up." Once again, Lulu replied, "Sorry, can't hear you." Then Miss Solinsky raised one of her feet, remember those heavy combat boots, and aimed a mighty kick at Lulu's door, roaring as she kicked, and roarings much louder than either commanding, demanding, or yelling, "Turn off that noise and open up right now." And Lulu, just as sweetly as before, once again replied, "Sorry, can't hear you." Next came a long and what some might call a terrifying pause. Then Miss Solinsky bellowed, which is even louder than roaring, "Don't you dare say sorry to me. I know that you can hear me, so now hear this. I'm coming in." The next thing Lulu heard was Miss Solinsky running to the end of the hall and then running back full speed toward her bedroom door. And the next thing Lulu saw was Miss Solinsky crashing through that heavy door and knocking down the dresser, blocking the door. You see her coming? "Ah! Sorry, can't hear you." Once past all these obstacles, she turned off Lulu's loud stereo and TV, after which she put her combat boots to use again by stomping Lulu's trombone into dust. There were broken bits of door and dresser all over Lulu's bedroom. A lampshade was crushed. A chair was minus one arm. The trombone was ruined, of course, and some green goopy glop, which used to be Lulu's science experiment, had dribbled out of its jar and now was stinkily spattered on the rug. Lulu studied the mess in her room and smiled a very big smile, very satisfied smile. Because strange as it may seem to you, things were going exactly as she had planned. Chapter 12 and one half. As you've probably already noticed, we're more than halfway through the story, and I still haven't mentioned Lulu's mysterious mission. But before you start complaining, kindly keep in mind that I've warned you that I might not. On the other hand, I also said that maybe, just maybe, I might, and I still might. So calm down.